Hi everyone, Miss Gabby here. Today we're going to start part one of a series called Rebellious Activists, where I highlight activists from the past and present. Today we start with Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks in the Civil Rights Movement. Let's get to it. So we all know who Martin Luther King Jr. is from our history or social studies classes in school. He was the son of a pastor who grew up during segregation times in the United States, a time where Black and other people of color were legally and implicitly discriminated under the law and society here in the United States. When he was an adult, he became a minister to a Baptist church in Alabama, where he later became the face of the Civil Rights Movement in 1955. He's famous for his I Have a Dream speech and for leading the Montgomery bus boycott, and was assassinated in 1968, leaving his wife and 2 children behind. While he is famous for being the most outspoken civil rights movement leader through nonviolence and civil disobedience, today I just want to focus on the Montgomery boycott and who jump-started this movement with him. A boycott is to stop a commercial or social relation with a country, organization, or person as punishment or protest. In other words, let's say I don't like something from Aldi. I'm going to stop shopping at Aldi because I don't like what I see there. Martin Luther King was a peaceful activist who didn't want to resort to violence, so he knew that in order to get the man where it hurt him, he needed to hit their pockets, and he did so by planning and leading the Montgomery bus boycott, which lasted over a year. It started in December 1955 and ended in December 1956. And who helped him jumpstart this boycott? This lady right here, Miss Rosa Parks. Now, history tells us that one day Miss Rosa Parks was really tired and didn't want to give her seat up at the front of the bus to a white man and moved to the back, so therefore she was arrested, and thus the Montgomery bus boycott started. But this is not the full story. While the general story is true, Miss Rosa Parks refused to give her seat up and therefore was arrested, the details are not all truthful. On December 5th, 1955, Miss Rosa Parks got on a Montgomery bus and sat at the front of the bus in the white section. When a white man got on the bus, she refused to give up her seat so that he could sit there. She didn't refuse to give her seat up because she was tired. She refused to give up her seat because she knew that she would get arrested. You heard that right. She got arrested on purpose. Ms. Rosa Parks was tired of all the injustices her and her Black brothers and sisters were experiencing at the time. She was not an accidental activist. This was a calculated move. By this point in time, Ms. Rosa Parks was doing civil rights activism for 20 years already. As part of the NCP, she trained with them and planned this boycott. She knew that in order to make this boycott successful, she had to be the name and face of the boycott. She had to be the person to get arrested so that people could boycott this place. So when you look at your history book and it tells you that Miss Rosa Parks was this old lady who was tired and she just didn't want to get up from her seat, that is not true. Miss Rosa Parks knew that she needed to refuse the seat in order to get arrested to jumpstart this boycott. She knew in her heart that this was something that needed to be done. She was not tired from a long day at work. She was tired of being treated like a second-class citizen. And that's it for part 1 of Rebellious Activists. Stay tuned for part 2. See you next time!